Now let me. Uh, there we go. Let me make sure the stream is up and running. Where is it?
YouTube?
Come on.
Yeah, it's on.
Alright, cool beans.
It's working.
There it is. Alright. Yeah, like I was saying, it's definitely gonna be a much shorter stream because I have a lot of stuff to do today. Hopefully we'll try to make it like an hour long.
Yeah. I was about to say, like, honestly, anything compared to last stream is a short stream.
Yeah. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and finish up the Archon quest. And we'll try to see if we can finish the Nouvellette quest as well. Because I feel like we got a good portion of it done. The Nouvellette quest.
Probably.
Alright. Oh, no, Charlotte is with us. I didn't know that.
Oh, it's you. What brings you all here? Hey, we're just having a look around.
I see the music is so depressing.
Yay. I mean, what did you expect, mostly?
Let me introduce you. This is Mr. Garunt Snežević. He represented the Knave in sending us a large amount of supplies, and is helping with our work.
Neato.
Residents are hard at work as well, but we're moving forward.
I am really glad that they kept the music change here.
I especially like the article you wrote last year about Fontaine's stray
like,
cats.
it reminds you, like, hey, even though the problem is over, what happened is, like, that's permanent.
Still taking effect.
Yeah, like, that's a thing that happens. And I appreciate that they kept that.
But if you don't mind, could you not emphasize our role too much in your report? It's not charity we're doing here. We just happen to share the same interests as the Spina.
I get where you're coming from. I'll keep it as simple as possible. Or would you be willing to feature as friendly neighbors?
That would be fine. Thanks.
Oh, you're back too.
Hey, it's Coran.
We finished laying down the construction materials. It'll be another hour before the workers are able to go over there.
Huh? You're here too, Coran?
Why wouldn't she be?
Her reputation's greatly risen after that whole duel business with Miss Farina. So she's here in Poisson to wait out the heat. All right. She really came here to help me out.
I think it's really funny that people make it sound like Coran actually fought Farina.
Yeah.
Like, all she did was point her sword at her, and that was it.
There's too much to consider in the
I
reconstruction.
mean, I guess that takes courage, but also for her.
Yeah.
That's her job, basically.
I do already happen to be connected to Mr. Callis.
Wait just a moment. Do you mind me asking a few questions? You know, about how you felt before the duel. It was like facing down a god. There's lots of exciting material there, I bet.
I'm sure you do, Charlotte.
Forget it. I'm sure you can find a better theme than that, Miss Charlotte.
I see you're the same as always. Couldn't you do me a favor for Navia's sake?
Well, if we're talking about doing things for my sake, you might as well just take a few more photos of me. Or of the Traveler. It's better than wasting time persuading Chlorand at any rate.
Of course I will. Photo gather up and smile.
person died here.
Yeah, not just one.
Quite a few.
Bad. Your addition really helped the composition of the picture. All right, hang on a moment. Let me snap a few more shots. All right, that should do it. I'll be back here later anyway, so let's call it a day.
Thank God.
You're very quick.
Speed is of the essence when it comes to the news.
Wait, no, Charlotte, you're supposed to be leaving.
Also, not to brag, but I'm pretty good at building connections. Who knows? I might eventually get that interview with you after all, Miss Clarand.
Building connections and annoying people into doing what you want is two different things. What was you saying? All right.
Wow, you really do have that never say die spirit. I'm impressed.
I'll hazard a guess that this is how you got that interview.
I've never heard the never say die.
Yeah.
Like, what? I heard never say never, but like, what is never say die? What is that?
Never
I
say
don't
die,
think that
bro.
exists,
Whoa, you're well
bro.
informed. Let me make a guess too. I asked Sijuin, who told Monsieur Nervillette, and he told you, right?
That's a
The fuck?
very complete information chain.
In truth, all Monsieur Neuvillette asked me was, when did the fortress become so friendly towards the media? I told him that it was best not to speak too soon. There's no guarantee that Ridesley will make a personal appearance.
You're right. I've got to treasure every moment I have with them. In which case, I'll be making a move first.
Stay safe now. And tell me if you hear anything interesting. I'll treat you to afternoon tea in exchange.
Coolio.
You seem curious about the fortress.
Of course. That Risley. I still remember going down to the fortress to grill him for information on my father's case. Boy, did he take me for a ride. Without telling me anything, of course.
Wait, what? Why would he know anything about that?
I don't know. Like, he was stuck beneath the fucking ocean.
Yeah.
Why would he know? Like, yeah, he knows more about the overworld than others may think, but that
Yeah,
doesn't
but
mean he knows every
that hurt.
detail.
Yeah, what's his name? Mr. Callus? Yeah, Callus was freaking.
Callous,
He got the death sentence. He wasn't down there as a prisoner. Why doesn't he
yeah.
know anything about that?
I don't know.
But he did invite you to tea, didn't he?
2 large pots of it, in fact. It was good tea, though.
I have to agree. The tea there is very good.
Ah, speaking of that, would you like to have some today? I mean, you've got time, right?
Well, I'd be partial to some shortbread.
Wow, it's like we've got a menu or something. Sure.
Good.
What flavor of biscuits would you like, Mr. Snezhevich?
Me? I'm fine with anything. But I would prefer chocolate, should you have it.
All right, leave it to me.
I'll go over the newly arrived supplies with you later, Mr. Snezhevich. We should be able to finish the preparatory work today.
That works great for me.
Huh. Is it just me, or did you get a new lipstick?
I did. It was a gift from Sijuin. Want to give it a try? I think the color would suit you too.
I wonder how many health hazards are in this place.
Probably a few.
Cause like this metal is all rusted. There's freaking fish on it. Like that can't be good.
There are also a lot of parts where you can just fall off if you're not careful.
Yeah. Alright, we're going to the fortress now. Okay. Is there anybody else to talk to here? Does not look like it. Oh, I just fell. That's a prime example. Alright. Back to this place. There's no convenient waypoint. I'm so glad this place isn't that important.
Wow, guess we're here again, huh? There's a real nostalgic feeling to this place.
Looks like you've been missing us.
Hey,
Dude, did you come all the way to the entrance to greet us?
I do kind of wish he had more of a role in the story, but
Happy to welcome
it's
you
whatever.
and our dear Miss
Yeah.
Charlotte, whom our good head nurse recommended.
It's an honor to
He's kind of
finally
just been
meet
like
the much
a
rumored
temporary
Thank you
antagonist
for
for like
consenting to my visit
one
to
act,
Fortress
and
City.
then
Yeah.
he just
No need
dipped
to
until
thank
the
me,
very
but that said,
climax
I
of
shouldn't be the
the
focus of your
fifth
interview.
act.
hmm
I trust you recall our agreement.
Yeah, like he wasn't very
Of course.
important, but whenever he had the screen time, he really had the screen time.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
To be so nervous. I've already taken all the photos we need. Miss Charlotte, do these pictures really need to be published on the cover of the Steambird?
It would seem that Miss Lorvine doesn't want her face to appear beside that of Mr. Jurier.
Sir, please don't say things like that.
Looks like dear Mr. Jurier denies it. Might this interview be very important to you then?
No, I just... This is my first time being interviewed, and I'm very thankful to the Steambird for...
Now, I might not look it, but I actually did meet Mr. Edwin once. And I'll be honest, I enjoyed
I forgot who
chatting
that
with you
is.
more. You've definitely got more of that genius
Some
vibe
guy
going
from
on.
the
The boat that brought
Research
about a
Institute.
miracle, the ark
Ah.
that saved the people. Why, you recreated a myth back there, like an emissary of legend. Still, if I might ask, where's that flying ship now? Huh. Looks like Charlotte's trying to get herself another exclusive scoop.
I have to apologize, but that ship is presently in the bowels of our factory. I'm afraid it won't be easy for you to get a shot of it.
Really? Well, then in that case, could I have an interview with you to make up for that loss?
No.
You already know my answer, I'm afraid. Best you interview our head nurse instead.
Good on you,
Perhaps
Risley.
you'd like to take another photo of this couple of researchers?
Did you really have to use the word couple? Well, then, 2 solo photos will do.
Is my hair messed up? Please, someone help me have a look.
Things sure are getting pretty lively here. We've seen this kind of thing before. Oh, seems like everyone's here. Would any of you like to try this new drink I came up with?
Ah,
Seedrin, I still kind of don't trust you.
Hey, Miss Charlotte. Why don't you, take some pretty photos of our partners? Sure. Come on, Miss Sejuane. Over this way. Let's find a brighter spot. Huh? Sure. Do I have to smile? So, how have things been at the fortress?
same old same.
Other than that flying ship, it got a tad too much attention, I think.
That's why I decided to let the interview go through. We should direct more public opinions toward the behind-the-scenes heroes. Am I right, Mr. Jurier? Miss Lorvine?
You're too kind, sir. I believe that you too should have your day in the sun. Not that you would want that, just a pity.
I'll just leave the spotlight to you two.
I need to do his story quest too.
Yeah. I've done
Let's see.
Linny's
Lots of things happened that day, huh?
yesterday.
Anyway,
Mhm.
regarding
I
that
think.
Harbinger, I'm not sure you remember, but his 3 young followers are still waiting for his return.
He sure did win them over, huh?
I'll tell them that there's good news and bad news. The good being that their boss is fine, and the bad being that they must face extended sentences for abetting his escape.
I mean, I wouldn't mind having an extended sentence here.
Are things gonna change for you too?
What change can there be? The fortress will keep chugging along, and so will my duties. As to what Miss Farina's departure will mean for the nation, and if our laws and governance will be transformed,
What?
we'll leave those to the folks in the overworld.
Her departure?
I think it just means like she won't be in power anymore.
Oh, maybe.
Even though, like, in reality, she never really was,
Mm-hmm.
I guess,
Good. In
because
that case, let's call it a day.
she didn't do any
Thanks for your
laws or
cooperation.
anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, traveler, let's go. Till next time, everyone.
There'll be a next time?
Maybe. Who knows? I might write a story about the underwater factory next time. Until then. All right. Last stop, the docks.
Oh, you know, I'd love to see you in one of Charlotte's photo shoots one day.
Is that really necessary? Our line of work doesn't really require much photographing.
It's precisely because we don't need the picture that they have value as keepsakes. You don't really look all that opposed to the idea, you know.
Maybe I'm just happy that I managed to once again avoid the spotlight. I think this interview went well either way.
Yes, you successfully kept prying eyes away by using Mr. Jurier and Miss Lorvina's shields. Very good.
You should be happy for them. They have a bright future ahead of them.
Cool beans. I guess we'll talk to these two,
Here are the interview notes.
even though I barely remember
Mentioned
what
that
they did in the story.
flagship may have many uses in the future, and the journalist asked me what I thought of them. Seriously, how would I know anything about that? Flight is just flight. Whether people want to use a flying ship to broadcast good news or organize weddings is none of my beeswax.
A wedding?
Okay.
Why are you looking at me like that?
So the flying ship can be used for weddings?
I didn't say that. That journalist mentioned it, and what does that have to do with us anyway?
True. What does that have to do with us?
Just fuck already.
Get a room.
Where next? Oh, all the way over there. Okay. Oh, we're going downstairs. All right. Wee. Who is this for? Vinny? Yeah.
How did you know?
Interviewer's intuition.
Navia mentioned that she
Oh.
stayed in touch with Linny and the others after working together. Apparently, they've been at the docks distributing these strange pockets the whole time since.
Traveler, Paimon. Ah, and Miss Charlotte, too.
Would you like a magic pocket?
What sort of gadget is it?
It's a wondrous bag that can be used to carry many things. The water level has returned to normal, but if you see any of your things floating around, you can use this to carry them. Or you could trick a friend into doing it for you.
You know, I gotta wonder, like Fontaine still went underwater. So, could you imagine all those papers and food and documents?
Yeah.
That's still a massive mess.
Like, they're not gonna have clean water for years.
Yeah, no clean water. All your important documents are gone. All of your food and crops and farms, animals, that's gone.
Trick a friend. I wonder which of my friends would fall for that.
No.
You could just make a friend like Fremine here. Isn't that right, Fremine?
Backhanded insult.
Is this what you meant by I'll help you make some more friends?
To be honest, that sounds pretty sweet. Could I have your contact, please?
Fremine, don't do it.
Sure.
No, don't do it. It's a trap.
Please, write down my address.
You sure are working hard to help Fremine socialize.
He was the one who proposed doing this. He even wants to assist in our magic shows.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes, I was planning to first introduce Pear as an assistant, and later Fremine himself. In the future, I think we can leave underwater escape magic to him too.
That said, would anyone want to see a diver escape underwater?
Oh, it'll work out. Every journey begins with the first step. He'll become a part of our show eventually.
Lynette, could you come over? Miss Charlotte says she wants to take a picture of us.
Got it.
My, that Charlotte is rather perceptive. She got rid of everyone the moment she realized I had something to say to you. So, how have things been, Traveler?
You have something to say to us?
Father says that you did a great deal during the latest events. She's very grateful for your contributions to Fontaine.
That's alright. We were more than happy to help. So, what's she doing now?
Oh, I guess you haven't heard. Well, after Lady Farina left, Father and Monsieur Nervillet opened negotiations, during which he gave Fontaine's gnosis to her as a diplomat.
Oh god. Nervillet. Bro.
Clearly,
Oh,
gnosis aren't that important.
Yes, I was quite surprised at first myself.
Oh, the YouTube quality died. Oh, never mind.
There are actually a number of things going for it. It could have been done as an apology for the incident with Lord Child, or as thanks for his help in tying the all-devouring narwhal down.
I guess I can
Father did
see
also
that.
lend significant aid to Fontaine
yeah.
and Poisson.
Still not the smartest thing to do, but alright.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about. Doesn't this seem a bit irresponsible?
I would agree, but I've also heard that it seems that Monsieur Nervillet has had a significant change of heart regarding the matter.
So there's some reason for this that only Nervillet knows about?
I suspect you'll have to ask him about that yourself.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, speaking of which, I did see him strolling around the entrance to the Fortress of Meripede a while back.
Isn't he real busy and stuff? Paimon didn't think he'd have time for that. But back to the topic. The gnosis was given to the knave, right? What about Child?
He
They
did.
say that he's returned to Snezhnaya to recover from his wounds. I hear that the recent disaster really did a number on his health.
Oh yeah, Child. Presuming Child was fighting the whale all that time, and also in his
Yeah.
transformation, that would do a huge number on his lifespan.
Maybe not the whole time, since, we saw him. He was actually in the fortress for a long time, but
Yeah,
yeah,
but like
he's.
it's still for like a
By the
good
time,
amount of
by the
time.
time they merged, yeah, by the time like they showed up in the opera, it's probably been a few hours
Yeah.
at the very least.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And he was really messed up too, like even in his transformation state. So it ain't looking good for Child.
Mm.
Oh, I guess I can now call him one of my war buddies. Nice.
That's true. When you think about it, we've had loads of run-ins with the Fatui. To think we'd be allied with them this time.
So shocked by such a simple
Yes,
switching
let's
of
go.
sides?
Why did she even have Linny tell us everything if she's just gonna show up anyway?
He didn't know she was coming.
Come to the docks to see how my children are doing and meet the traveler by chance. Please don't pay my accomplishments in Fontaine too much mind. I would have done them regardless.
She's really tall with those heels.
Yeah.
I
I
almost
imagine she's tall without those heels.
yeah. I'm pretty willing to bet she'd be the new tallest female.
It's possible, yeah.
Hmm.
Are you going to take the gnosis back to Snezhnaya?
Not now.
That is our duty as harbingers, yes. Don't be too preoccupied with sides. The goal of the Fatui concerns not a single place or person, but the entire world. With such a grand goal in mind, it is inevitable that we must wear many masks. Switching my masks is something I've always done.
Will you keep to your position? What do you mean?
Well, that depends on many
Well, what
things.
position
No one
exactly?
truly knows what the future
Yeah.
holds. What good is honesty if you can't rely on it forever? As good things cannot be achieved alone, and you've proved yourselves to be great partners.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Actually, I just remembered something. Please help us deliver this.
A vision? All right. I'll remember to return it. Thank you for keeping it safe for him this entire time.
I forgot. Was it ever explained why Child's vision wasn't working?
Huh? You...
I don't think so.
I don't remember. I think like Child had a theory, but I don't remember if it was ever confirmed or not.
Greetings,
I don't even remember if you said the... Oh, Arlecchino's not happy.
Yeah.
Did he even say what his theory was? Or
It's
just that
something
he
about
had
the
an opinion?
abyss and Skirk, but I don't remember the details. That's like the very beginning.
Yeah.
Hello? If I'm not mistaken, there are diplomatic channels I'll need to report to take a photo of you.
That is correct. So forgive me, but I will not be able to serve as a subject in your article. However, feel free to write as much as you'd like about our dear magicians and our upcoming rookie talent.
I will.
The sea breeze is quite pleasant. I shall continue my walk while the weather remains so agreeable.
Can I go with you?
Farewell.
A walk along the shoreline?
Oh, she has such an intimidating presence. I didn't even dare to take a picture.
Alright, bye Arlecchino. See you when you're playable.
My pre-scheduled interviews. Thank you all. This will be more than enough for me to write about, I'm sure.
So in 2 years.
Why don't you
Nah.
before you go?
That's a...
Here, traveler.
4.6 would be 8 months from now, I think.
I've been seeing
A bit long.
that she was moved up to 4.5 lately. Like, I've been seeing now that Arlecchino is 4.5 and Chlorian is 4.6.
Yeah, either way, that's still like... That's next summer, probably.
I mean, 4.2 just started, so that's a little over a month. 4.3 is a little over a month. 4.4 is a little over a month. 4.5. So that's...
It's like 1.5. It's 1.5 months, always, I think.
That's...
It's 6 weeks.
That's almost 4 months.
Yeah.
So that would be... We're halfway into February. That'd be like June. May or June.
That's right. I was giving out magic pockets when we first met too. And what do you know? I'm doing the exact same thing right now. So many things have happened, but the pockets are still the pockets.
Yes, Lenny, pockets are indeed pockets.
We will all follow our own paths, and serendipity
What
will
wisdom.
lead you to your favorite friends.
This floor is indeed made of floor.
We'll be handing out pockets in some other districts later, so we'll get going now. Have a good day, you two.
People die when they're killed.
The archer class really is made up of archers.
Guess we sent Charlotte off. Shall we go see what Nervalet's doing? Of course he's not so busy that he doesn't have time to chat anyway.
Can we talk to Lenny here? It does not look like it. Yeah, no, I guess not. Alright. All the way over there.
Yay. Have you still not explored the new region?
I have not.
Or like not even unlocked the map.
Nope. Bro, I've just finished like exploring this area right here, and I still have this entire region right here.
I mean, when I explore, I just kind of go all over the place.
I like to try to like concentrate on one area before I move on. That's what helps me get my exploration up a lot. Oh, that's not the way, I guess.
Take it easy.
YouTube is having a moment. That's great.
Yay.
Here takes to the fortress. Ooh, she really is there.
Sure is. I want to know what's up with Farina.
Yeah.
That's what I'm most
Like,
interested
sorry,
in.
but I couldn't care less about like Neuvillette or Risley
I
right now.
suppose you must be Mr. Linney.
Or, like
Like,
maybe
Your type
Neuvillette.
attacked me
I
earlier
do.
when you
I do
passed
want to
this way.
know
yeah,
what
the whole
is up.
Gnosis thing.
Yeah, but
In
like
any
someone like
case, you came at
Linney
a
or
good time.
Risley, I don't care
I was
about
just
you right now.
considering
Sorry,
reaching out
bro.
to you for
Yeah.
some advice, so I may explain some things that I haven't had the time to before.
Aw, Paimon's glad that you remembered. Thank you for keeping us on your mind, what with you being busy and all. Alright, let's have it then. How was Fontaine actually saved? The whole business is still quite the mystery to us.
Well, I can tell you, but I have to kill you.
It is strange how words can often leave a bitter taste in the mouth when it finally comes time to say them out loud.
Whoa. So that's what happened?
Wait, so I'm a little confused. Like, Fossilor was fooling everybody and herself to deceive the heavenly principles, right?
Yeah.
Because if what she was planning got found out, then the heavenly principles would step in.
Probably.
But we're now openly discussing what really happened, like even after the fact.
I guess. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Just what. Like you would think the Great Flood was the way for Celestia to punish. Although, actually, no.
Mm-hmm.
But then the question is like, what would Celestia have done
I
if
don't
they
know,
found
probably
out?
shoot down another nail, another
Maybe.
nuke. But yeah, like unless it doesn't count because he's only like, assuming he's only telling the traveler and the traveler doesn't count,
Yeah,
then that
maybe.
would make more sense. But if this becomes like a public knowledge, then I would be very confused.
Fossilor destroyed the divine throne of the Hydro Archon and restored your power to you, transforming you into a fully fledged elemental dragon sovereign.
Thanks for the recap, Paimon.
But Paimon still doesn't quite get what you did to save the Fontainians from dissolving.
For me, the authority of the ancient dragons refers to absolute control over the hydro element. Fontainians were incomplete humans born of Egeria's use of the power of the primordial sea, with constitutions similar to that of mimics. But so long as those primordial energies remain within them, I could use the ancient dragon's authority to grant them true blood, after the fashion in which life was first brought into being on this planet. In other words, when
Oh.
I gave my verdict, Fontainians became true humans. and thus would naturally no longer
That's
be
interesting.
dissolved by water
Mhm.
from the primordial sea.
Mama must have counted on you to make that decision as well. Your verdict was the key to making the prophecy appear to have come true while saving everyone.
I guess.
Yeah, and in a manner of speaking, Fossilor finally managed to fulfill the original Hydro Archon's wish to turn Oceanids into real people too.
Yeah.
It seems from your expressions that you still have more things you wish to ask.
Yeah, man. Why'd he do it?
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
About the initial
We're actually not gonna
verdict
talk.
that was passed on child. Sorry, what were you saying?
Since we now have the question round, are we actually not gonna go to Farina and check on her? Seriously?
I'm sure like he'll bring it up after this because there's still usually
Maybe.
dialogue after.
There is definitely one cutscene that Genshin uploaded on their channel that unless that cutscene is from Farina's quest, then
Yeah, I saw the
yeah,
thumbnail too, and I'm assuming that's from her story quest.
yeah, it's probably
Mm-hmm.
because I don't see there being another quest, another cutscene
Cutscene.
now.
Yeah. Yeah, we're done.
I have investigated his case along many avenues, and I have learned that he once fell into an unknown chasm when he was young. There, by chance, he awakened from the devouring narwhal. But whether it be by sentiment or reason, that should not have been enough to consider him the root cause of the disaster. At most, he would have had tangential liability.
Yeah, I don't think that's something to arrest someone over.
Yeah,
Like he was like what, 14? He fell down a random hole.
that's not really his fault.
Yeah. Like, bro, I was just taking a walk in the woods.
As for the judgment passed by the oratrice during the trial, whether it was due to that liability by association or Focalor deliberately using him to buy time for us on the assumption that he would be able to hold the creature off, I cannot say.
It was definitely the latter.
Yeah,
That's the only thing that makes sense. Because liability by association is pretty dumb.
and especially like the God of Jump.
Again, he was 14. He was doing whatever. He fell down a hole in the abyss, and he just accidentally woke up a whale. That's that's intentional.
I guess Fossilor had Fontanians in mind the whole time. In the end, it was thanks to her that they finally became real humans. Hang on a second. Paimon suddenly got another question. Back when Fontanians hadn't yet become real humans, were the children they had also transformed Oceanids?
Life has always flowed like water. Do you recall how Fontanians would often come to the Fountain of Lucine to pray for children?
I don't recall that, but sure.
Yeah, Lynette said the fountain is where all the waters in Fontaine converge.
In truth, even those couples did not know that such prayers were no mere custom, but instead a form of ritual.
So were they like instinctually mimicking Oceanid culture?
I guess.
Those Oceanids who were blessed within the spring water would later descend as new humans in the coming months.
Paimon sorta gets it now. Either way, seems like this ritual won't be of any further use, but it'll probably live on as a local custom.
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
About Fontaine's future?
Yeah, about that. Risley said Farina
Oh yeah, here we go.
left. What's that all about?
Ah, Lady Farina. The people are only aware that her death sentence has not been carried out. She abdicated the post of Hydro Archon and left affairs related to that title to me, before leaving the Opera House. I related Focalor's words to her faithfully and completely. After hearing them, she seemed neither saddened nor comforted. She simply said that she was tired and needed to rest.
Man.
Having said that, she then packed her things and moved out of the Opera House, not unlike how an ordinary person might.
Bro. Oh boy. Farina's a character, man.
Yeah. I mean, she deserves all the rest in the world.
Yeah, but she is so
I mean,
freaking
she's been doing
depressed.
this shit for so long. Yeah.
Like in that cutscene, she was just mentally not there anymore.
Yeah.
But she's still got a place to stay, right?
You need not worry. I will make arrangements to ensure that she will not want for food, clothing, board, or travel. In truth, I am somewhat happy for her. The wear and tear on her spirit will, of course, take time to heal.
So Fossilor said that she'll live on as a normal human from now on. So
Yeah.
is she like an actual human now? Like does she have like a normal lifespan now?
I think so, yeah. I think the only
Now that
reason
she no
because
longer has to play the
that
role
she
of
didn't age
Focalor
is
the Hydro
because,
Archon,
she
Yeah,
was
the
still
finally
tied to
lay down
Fossilor.
her burdens
yeah.
and lead a
So
normal life.
now she's probably just a normal human.
Hmm. Yeah, lead a normal life.
What about you then? What are your plans now that you've regained the same powers as the Hydro Dragon?
After Focalor passed on, the Oratrice also ceased to function. This matter will directly affect our trials. After much careful consideration, I've decided to take over its role in our courts. From now on, I shall hear cases and pass verdicts by myself.
Looks like you're still considering stuff from the perspective of the Udex, huh?
Oh, why
As an
wouldn't I?
elemental dragon, there are indeed many things that I must do. But this power, this duty, in a manner of speaking, you could say that both were granted to me. As such, before I attend to my other responsibilities, I must first and foremost continue to serve Fontaine as its highest judge. The duty of the Hydro Sovereign and the duty of the Udex shall coexist within my person. Additionally, the Hydro Archon's departure has brought about another problem, which is that the Opera House shall no longer produce indemnitium.
Oh yeah.
That's true. That power was derived from the people's faith in the Hydro Archon, wasn't it? Wait, but the various mechs and machines in the city are all still okay. Where are they getting their energy from?
I mean, Neuvillette is a Hydro Archon now, so it could be the people's faith in him.
Yeah.
Also, that's known, right? Like to the people that Neuvillette is the Archon now.
I don't
It sounds
know.
like it.
I mean, they didn't know he was the Hydro Dragon,
I
and
think they did
I don't know
actually.
if he no. When he revealed that info, he said it's best to keep it a secret.
Oh, okay.
The people don't know.
Mhm.
They just know that, like, obviously he's old, so he's not a human.
Mhm.
But they don't know what exactly he is.
Mhm.
I don't know if he made a statement regarding that since then. I don't know.
Mhm.
As I am now, I have full command over New Musia, and it can serve as a complete substitute. Another reason why I cannot quite leave Fontaine immediately.
Wow.
Wait, hold on. You made it sound like you want to leave
Stuff is really
eventually.
quite useful, huh?
Hmm.
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
All right, about Fontaine's Gnosis.
Oh, that's right. They say you've given it to the knave as a diplomatic gift or something.
Leaving aside their intentionality, the two Fatui Harbingers have indeed done much for us during this crisis. Their sole remaining goal in Fontaine, at least at this point, would seem to be the Gnosis. The Oratrice has ceased to function. The Hydro Archon's divine throne is now no more, and I do not need the Gnosis's power. As such, it has lost all meaning for Fontaine.
You know, there's a difference
Still
between
doesn't mean
you
you
not
should.
needing it anymore and someone else not, and someone else shouldn't be having it.
Yeah.
That's such a silly excuse. Both Neuvillette, Nahida, and even Yamiko, they all justified it by going, "Oh, I don't need it anymore, anyways."
I mean, with Yai, she saved the traveler
In
with
exchange.
it. So, yeah, in exchange for the Gnosis.
Mm.
And I guess Nahida at least severely weakened the Torre. I think Nivelette's the first one who really did just give it away as a gift without anything to show for it.
Yeah, but yeah, it's still like the justification all three of them use. I don't like.
Yeah.
If the Fatui have impure designs, we might as
It's
well
not
make sure
great,
to
but
request
like at
now.
least
To
both
avoid
Yai and
unnecessary
Nahida,
conflict.
they got something out of it.
Yeah.
And then like with Zhongli as well, like you can also really just criticize him for that. So
Zhonggui's makes sense because he has like a whole deal going on with the Saritsa.
yeah,
And
but like you could criticize him for the deal, for even striking that deal in the first place.
yeah, but I also
Um,
theorize that Zhongli is on their side to begin with. Like I
that's
genuinely
possible.
think he's on the Sarita side. So him, I'm not
Yeah, I
flaming too
think, but
much.
like I think the only one you can't blame at all is Venti, because like his was literally stolen from him.
Yeah, like well, even Venti, like I still find how he got beaten so easily kind of sus.
I mean too, but like to be fair, Signora went in expecting to fight an Archon,
Hmm.
and I don't think like Venti's the strongest out of the bunch.
Well,
So
even if he's the weakest Archon, he's still an Archon, and it's not until
yeah,
like
he's still an Archon, but he
the
was
first three Harbingers who are equivalent to Archon level. And Signora's eighth.
I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure she's the eighth. But like, that's just my point. Like even if Venti is the weakest Archon, he should still be a lot stronger than Signora. So
Mm, in a normal fight maybe, but like he was ambushed, and even though he's like stronger than probably all of them combined,
hmm
um, I doubt he's had to like really fight anyone in many years.
hmm I still don't know.
So
It's just all kind of sus
I
to
don't
me.
think I don't think he's been prepared. Like
Hmm
yeah, obviously I don't think he cares much that it's gone,
hmm
but it's not as if he's like willingly gave it away.
Yeah, but like Venti, that's questionable. Zhongli, I get behind Zhongli's motivation. Like I said, he almost retired. He had this whole thing going on. He has like a whole deal, and I also think he supports the Syriza. Daimiko, she made a trade, questionable
I
but
mean,
sure.
even if he doesn't support the Sarita, I still get why he did it.
Hmm
I'm just saying that, like, from an objective standpoint, you could blame him for giving it away.
Yeah,
What complicated considerations? Paimon thought you were just giving it to them out of gratitude to the knave and as an apology to Child.
and I guess that's somewhat true on Nouvelette's side. Like, well, they're gonna be forceful about it anyways. Might as well avoid the
Yeah,
battle.
that's fair. But
hmm
also, like, you know, I would think that if he wanted to, he could have fought them off, especially if he would ask help from other Archons.
Maybe, but I think right now all the
I mean, it would
Archons are
depend,
like
like,
just
how,
trying to avoid a big all-out thing.
yeah. Obviously, like, on a fight on that power scale, would destroy most of Fontaine, probably.
Most of that probably because they also like I think all the Archons are trying really hard not to like make any big problem and potentially get the Heavenly Principal's attention.
Yeah.
So I think Nuvolet's being like, okay, here's this. Let's be cool.
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
All right, next stop, Natlin.
You will soon be heading to Natlan, I presume.
Natlon, apparently.
I'm afraid that I have little talent as a travel guide, so all I can do is tell you what I know about that land. As far as I'm aware, Natlan can be said to be a nation of dragons.
I'm sorry.
Nation of Dragons?
I just
I mean, yeah,
realized
yes,
this is
Fire
straight up our
Nation
first time getting
dragons,
like
but
information about Natlin.
I think so, yeah.
Okay, that's
To be
not
fair,
threatening
like
at all.
I haven't read the manga, so I don't know if there's anything in there.
The only thing is that the
Like you know
original
the
Grandmaster, what's her name? Vanessa? She's from Natlan, I think.
probably
A nation of
because
dragons?
the only thing I
Maybe
know is
like
that
you?
the Pyrocon's name is in there
Yeah.
somewhere.
No, I suspect that I would not find myself welcome there. Unlike ancient dragons such as myself, the dragons of Natlan have undergone long years of development and evolution. Large numbers of them have entered a form of coexistence with humanity.
Unlike ancient dragons.
Hmm.
Dragons on Natlan. Okay,
How to Train Your Dragon episode? Let's go.
so what kind of dragons are we talking here exactly?
Probably something close to what are they called? The dragon-like beasts that are annoying as fuck. The Vishaps. Probably
Oh.
something more like those things,
Mm-hmm.
I would assume, but a bit more intelligent.
Yeah, because it's saying development and evolution, and evolution implies physical change. So
Yeah.
we might be getting like kind of dragonoid people. I, do you think Klee and Alice originate from Natlan?
I don't know.
Because they got the little pointy dragon ears. I always thought of them as elf ears, but I guess they could pass off as dragon ears too, actually.
Yeah, it's possible.
Hmm.
Natlan is also the nation of war. War ravages those lands like an undying flame.
Yeah.
There is one other piece of information I got incidentally from my negotiations with the Knave that I believe may be useful to you.
Okay.
The harbinger known as the
Okay.
Captain.
Yeah, that's what I
is
thought.
led into the endless ring of war.
I knew that was happening.
Sounds like a real tough
That's
guy.
where we'll meet Varka as well.
Seriously, everywhere you look, there's a Fatui Harbinger doing their thing.
What do you think they're doing,
I
Paimon?
suggest that
Was
you
he
fully prepare yourself before going
was
to
he
Natlan.
the
In the meantime,
I still don't know if
Fontaine's
he's
doors will
actually
always be
faceless
open
or if
to you.
that's just a mask and it just looked weird in that one trailer.
If you,
Um,
I think it was just a shadow being cast over his face.
maybe.
But
Like, the Winter Night's Lasso, where we first saw all of these harbingers,
mhm.
like it really looked like he just didn't have a face. It was weird.
Yeah, I think it's just, ow. I think it's just like it's just a shadow cast over his face. I don't even know if we're going to see his face, like he's an in-game model. And theoretically, he might be number one of the Fatuya Harbingers as well.
No, number one is the dude from Conria. The
Well,
what's his name?
the thing is with Piero, the Jester, is
Piero.
that
Yeah.
he might not count as one of the Harbingers. He might just be the leader of the Harbingers, but that doesn't mean he's a number.
But I think since there are 11 or
Mhm.
were 11, and there should be 11 with him, so he would be the first one probably.
Well, remember is that uh, the 10th Harbinger spot is just missing. Like, hold on. Genshin Impact. Yeah, because
I
it's a
definitely
whole
know that
thing.
like I counted all of them and like unless the 10th Harbinger spot really is missing
Hmm.
and he doesn't count. And like what is he? Because I would think the Harbingers are direct uh under the direct command of the Tsarita.
Hmm.
So like where is he? Is he like between those or
Well, Piero might just be like, the leader of the nation. Like, how Nuvalet was kind of the leader of the nation, but their god was still Fossilor.
mm,
So, yeah, like looking at the official uh Harbinger list, well, not official, but like, what we know.
yeah.
Dottore is second, Columbina is third, Arlecchino's fourth, uh, that one mayor dude is fifth, the sixth was Scaramouche, 7 is Sandrone. 8th is Signora. 9th is Pantalone. 11th is Tartaglia. And Piero and the Cappuccino have a question mark.
But then Dottore is 10th, isn't he?
Vittoria is a second.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So the 10th and the 1st aren't established.
But since there are two with question marks, you know, he would think those two are. It's good for two.
Mhm. Well, like, there's no way that Cappuccino is only number 10.
I don't think so either, but like
So that's what I'm saying. Like, I think Cappuccino is number
I
1, and Piero is just the leader.
but then there's the question, why have we never heard of like another harbinger in recent time at least going missing, or either dying in combat against someone?
Like for number 10.
I wouldn't even know how they died because all of the Archons were just kind of gone,
Hmm.
except for like Zhongli. So like, who would a harbinger, even if it's the 10th harbinger, die to?
Hmm. Well, it's never been said about whether the 10th Harbinger, like, there's been no word on the 10th Harbinger. So
Yeah,
either they just straight up don't exist, or we don't know anything about them yet. Like, we just don't know yet. Um, I've joked before that they just skipped over 10 and made Tartaglia number 11 as a joke.
maybe.
Which I feel like that would check out a little. That feels like something they would do.
Hmm.
Let's see. So, yeah. Like I said, Captain is more than likely number 1, and Piero, I think, is just leader. Uh, okay.
Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I
Alright,
know.
that's it.
Hang on a sec. Paimon's still got a question about the Gnosis. When
Shoot.
we spoke to Lenny earlier, he mentioned that your attitude towards giving away the Gnosis had clearly changed. We guessed that there might be some reason for it that only you were aware of.
No wonder the House of the Hearth is the Fatui's intelligence division. They are certainly sharp. So regarding this specific issue, I was just getting ready to share something with you.
Oh?
What is it?
In truth, I exchanged some further words with that lady named Skirk after sending you two back to the surface. It went something like this.
Okay, this is what we wanted. More information from Skirk, because she was just kind of not sharing much.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to head topside to see what's going on. You hurry over soon as well, all right, Nervalet?
I don't know why that made me laugh.
What next?
The all-devouring narwhal isn't here, so I'm no longer getting any interference. I can finally catch the scent of your power, what it's made of. It is the authority of the planet's primordial dragons, but with something very similar to a god's curse mixed in. It's quite a novel blend. I'm sure I've encountered something like this before. What was it again?
I do not know what you speak of.
Oh, of course. How could I forget?
Yeah?
You should have the remains of the third descender on your person, yes?
What? The third descender.
Weren't there only three, and wasn't the
There's like 5.
okay?
And our sibling isn't one of them.
Yeah, exactly. Like the traveler is one of them. The sibling is not. I thought there were only three, but I don't know.
I
I
think.
maybe
Let me look that up real
remembering.
quick, just for quick clarification. Genshin. How many descenders are there?
And like, I don't think we knew anything about the others.
Hmm. I think the Traveler is the fourth. Okay, there's four Descenders,
Okay.
but
No, because I was like, I thought it was three, and I definitely knew the Traveler was the last one, so I was like, what the fuck?
yeah.
What are you saying?
Hmm.
Okay, that works out.
I forgot who the third Cinder was. I feel like that's been referenced before. The third one specifically.
Maybe, but I don't remember.
Hmm. Okay.
Remains? I've never heard of any such.
Huh. According to your parlance, I believe it may be called a gnosis.
Well, that much is true. After Focalor's divinity faded, she handed her gnosis to me. But I fear I have never heard of it described in the manner that you just did.
Wait.
So, the remains of the third descender
Yeah.
are a gnosis, and the gnosis is part of a dragon sovereign's power. That would mean the third descender was the Hydro Dragon, right?
No.
Which doesn't make no sense. Yeah, but like,
Because
then why
like
would she
all
call
the
it just?
Archons have a gnosis, and those gnosis
Yeah.
are taken from like the gnosis are like half heavenly principles and half dragon, I think.
Oh, okay.
That's to my understanding.
I've been training with my master, the Foul, ever since I was young, and I have never returned to the surface since. So most of the information I possess, I got from him. It is only natural for those who are greater than humanity to possess a different sort of common sense, which is why there are so many problems in our attempts to communicate with humans. Regardless, you should probably get rid of objects of misfortune to prevent any disasters from befalling you. To live in
Oh
itself
shoot,
is a
I mean do that.
blessing, but once a person dies, the bonds he once had with this world shall all turn to curses.
What does that mean?
What do you mean by that?
Yeah.
No need to fret. These are just my personal thoughts, and my reason for no longer wishing to return to the surface.
This third descender you refer to, who are they? And when did they die?
Master never mentioned them to me. Perhaps it just wasn't that important for me to know. If you're interested, though, I could ask him. I'll be sure to pass the answer on to you next time.
Next time? You believe we will meet again?
I do. Wait. I have a disciple of my own, don't I? He can be the messenger then.
She just forgot about
Oh, I forgot
Shia.
about him. She says that she yeeted him 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
That's what she told me. Whether it would prove useful or not, I wanted to pass that information on to you.
Can we ask Nahir about that?
Yeah.
She should know about who the third descender is.
Yeah. Hey Nahida, I need you to look something up on Google for me.
Yeah. The Google of Tavat, Soul.
All the same, assuming that there was no misunderstanding or special metaphor at play, that is what she meant to say.
And she said that it would bring misfortune and that you should check it, which is why you gave it to the
Necessary risk
Well,
by
that's
keeping it
justifiable, I guess, then.
Yeah.
A Descender, she mentioned one of them. I am the fourth Descender. For me, this information means two things. One, that the Gnosis are related to Descenders, and two, that the one who came before me has already died. True?
Well, no shit, Sherlock.
I guessed that you might already be familiar with his concept, but I did not expect you to be one of them. That means that the Gnosis, which are exceedingly element compatible and can even enhance elemental abilities, do indeed come from the third descender.
But
I wonder,
why all
does
of
your
them
body also
from the
possess
third?
similar properties?
You know, checks out at I can't talk. Checks out actually because the traveler is very adept to adapting to other elements. So that's why he's able to use elemental powers without a vision.
Yeah, like I get that much, but
So
like
like he's
the way he
basically his
said it,
own version of a gnosis.
yeah, no, but I was just confused the way he said it. That like um they all come from the third one. That's what I thought was odd.
Yeah, the third one is definitely special. Bro, I'm gonna have to watch some freaking lore videos after this.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like being able to use elemental powers without a vision. That does sort of count as special compatibility, right? But
Exactly.
no, let's not think about this stuff right now. It just feels creepy.
No, let's think
Like
about this
hearing the
stuff right
No,
now.
travelers
yeah,
and the
let's
death threat
let's let's
descend
think
on
about
all.
this right
Yeah,
now, Pine, please.
don't worry, I won't die so easily.
That's what you say, but this topic still feels like bad luck. Once Child recovers, let's get some more answers out of him. Or go look for his master and get the answers that way.
That's another
I
2 years.
believe it unwise to make too many blind guesses where
Mm,
information is lacking. The same is true of being at court.
Alright. Whatever the case, it seems like the crisis here in Fontaine's over for now.
Yes. All of Focalor's efforts were for this moment as well.
But she sacrificed herself in the end as a god, and she suffered through all those years as a human. Was that really what she wanted?
I suppose that would be the mystery of a god's will.
Can you understand the will of the gods?
I suspect not. But once in a while, I too would guess that if wishes were like the clouds in the sky, they will one day return to the earth as raindrops.
This is kind of unrelated, but I really wonder what Dainsleif thinks about the dragons.
mm,
Because he hates the gods, but what about dragons?
yeah.
Life flows like water, and rain is
I
the
mean,
final
I would
answer.
think he at
The
least
water levels may
feels
sometimes
sympathetic
tilt one way or
towards
Hmm.
another,
them
but the rain
because
falls fairly upon
the
all.
gods did steal their powers.
Yeah, stole their world from them.
And what
Yeah.
ultimately is the difference between the rains that fall upon all of us?
Masquerade of the Guilty is complete.
Yay.
So we're just straight up not talking to Farina.
Yeah. I guess that's all in our quest.
Yeah, which begs
Like
the question.
it's
Sorry, go on.
it's fine that we get all of this in our quest, but I thought it would have been nice to at least have something
Yeah,
in the Option quest.
instead of an optional quest.
Yeah.
But
I
what
got
was
a
I going to
reply
say?
from an informant. Looks like the situation has changed again.
Oh yeah, which begs the question. Do you want to stream the Farina story quest eventually, or do you want to go back to Honkai?
I did want to ask that as well. So yeah. We can do that on Friday. I would assume we can finish that in one stream.
Friday I'll be working, so that's not going to work out. Wait, actually,
Oh.
hold on. Let me double check. Uh, oh yeah, definitely not Friday. It'll have to be next week then.
Alright. Oh, yeah, we
Okay.
can.
Next week, the only day it looks like I can do is Monday. Alright. Okay. We'll talk to Nuva again, see if he has anything else to say, and then after that, we'll go ahead and end
Yeah.
the stream there. Looks like we're not actually going to do Nuvalet's story quest because we're already over an hour. What else you got?
It seems from your expressions that you still have more things you wish to ask. Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Okay, that's it.
I suggest that you fully prepare yourself before...
Alright. I I guess we can stream Farina's quest next Monday, and I'll
Hmm.
probably just finish New story quest on my own. Alright, cool beans. I need to finish Lenny's story.
I was about to say, like, you really, you really like her.
Yeah. Okay. Um. But yeah, what do you think of the Archon quest?
Yeah, very good.
Hmm.
Like, obviously, the stuff we did now is, I don't know. Like, there was a small lore drop, but nothing we could really make sense of yet.
Hmm.
So, but yeah, like the main part of the quest, like, it was really good.
Yeah, Act 5, I definitely think was probably the best act so far in the game.
Yeah,
Act
just
1
like
and 2 were really
Fontaine's
good.
story. And
Hmm. The only act I thought was just flat out bad and was also the worst act in the game was Act 3.
no, that's not the worst act.
It's pretty
No,
bad.
no. Do you remember Liwer's story where you just have to run errands for Zhongli?
At least we were talking to actual characters. In Act 3, you're just doing the same thing over and over again and talking to NPCs you're never going to see again.
But you at least have a mystery to solve. It's at
Still,
least it has at least something to um it has something to actually keep you invested.
I don't know, man. It was pretty bad. Like, remember when we thought, like, are we in a time loop because they keep repeating the same dialogue?
Yeah.
But no,
To
it
be
was just
fair,
them being lazy and recycling the same lines.
yeah. I think that's just a skill issue. I played the quest myself, and I didn't notice it again. So I think you just weren't efficient enough
Shut up.
to complete it fast. I guess the devs didn't account for people that took way longer for the story than they needed.
Whatever. But, Act 4 was really good. Act 5 was, amazing.
Yeah,
Um, I think I would definitely say that Fontaine was my favorite region, like
yeah,
officially.
for sure.
And honestly, I want like all the Fontaine characters.
Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely pulling for Navia.
Hmm.
Um, I don't know if I try to get
The world remains constant over
Neuvillette or
the
Risley
centuries.
on the rerun.
Hmm.
Definitely pulling for Arlecchino.
Yeah.
I do think I'm also gonna try to get Clorant, but since she's right after, I doubt I'm gonna get her.
Hmm.
Um, but we'll see.
Yeah, like I really wanted Cloran at first, but with how little involved she was with the story, I still want her, but her priority has
It's
certainly gone
really
down by quite a
just,
bit.
yeah, it's really just the design.
Yeah. The
Like,
design
there's
and the
not
gun.
much.
That's all it is, man.
Yeah.
Because her character is barely there. Um,
Mm,
so my biggest priority is, Articuno, obviously.
yeah.
Then after that, I don't know. Oh, after that I'll get Lenny, and then Farina, and then Navia, and then Neuvillette. Like I said, I want all the characters now. Like every Fontaine character,
Yeah.
I want them.
I wouldn't go so far as everyone.
Hmm.
But yeah,
I mean,
overall,
I
pretty
won't,
good cast.
I don't care to pull for Charlotte, but I already have her, so whatever, I guess. um, I want Firmina, even though I'll never use him because his gameplay is weird. Ridley, I'm still working on him, but like Farina, Neuvillette, Navia, Articuno, Cloran, I want them all. Lenny. So, that's a lot of wishes coming my way.
Yeah.
So
You can do it.
yeah, thank God all my luck is in Genshin instead of Star Rail.
I have both.
But yeah, I guess
Man,
we'll.
1.6, since we're on the chart, 1.6 is gonna be hard.
Mhm.
All of these characters at once.
Mhm.
I also have to pray that, like, since I didn't get Topaz, my pity is relatively high,
Mhm.
and I still want to, like, get all of the 4 stars, so when the next 4-star rolls around, I just have to pray I don't get a 5-star before then. Because, like, I would want the 5-star that's currently there, Ho,
Mhm.
but the 4-star is in the second half.
Mhm. Which four
So,
story is that again?
I think she's called Hana or something.
I don't know.
She has really cool old animation, but
Mhm.
I don't know what she does.
Yeah.
Um, and honestly, I haven't even looked at
All the
what
world
the
holds
second
dear
half
is
banners
but a
are.
backdrop
Mhm.
of constant motion.
Yeah, I kind of stopped paying
Lives
attention to
don't
Star Rail
end,
after I got
unfold,
Topaz.
and keep changing.
Yeah,
Like it's not as important to me.
I just know it's not a character that I'm like really interested in
Yeah.
because obviously otherwise I would have remembered.
Mhm.
Because I saw the character lineup for the 1.5
Mhm. Yeah,
version, but
1.5 I'll be pretty good to save the entire time.
yeah, I
So that
just
gives
care
me
about the
time to maybe get
story
Kafka in
quest.
1.6. Uh, I believe that's everything. I still need a shower.
Yeah. I need to as well.
It is 4 o'clock. So I should do that, and I should get started on all my school stuff. So
Yeah, fun.
yeah, thank you for joining me for this fun Archon quest.
Hmm.
And Monday we'll do Farinas.
Inactivity
Yeah,
serves no purpose
hopefully
whatsoever.
I can keep myself from starting it before that.
That'd be very fair. All right,
because
see ya.
because I really want to play that, but
Yeah, me too.
I think I'll be able to wait.
Mhm. All right. You have a good night.
Yeah, bye bye.
Bye bye.